Blog Talk Radio.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Gypsy Poet Radio. I'm the Gypsy Poet, and this weekend we are featuring a band that is bringing together the East and the Western hemispheres with their crazy, colorful pop sound like I've never heard before. Please welcome the mesmerizing, the tantalizing, and absolutely crazy yet wonderful Fingers and Sunshine.
Hello, guys. How are you doing?
Doing okay. How are you doing? Good. Thank you.
I'm good. So we're going to get down to the last part of the nitty-gritty here. Okay. I want to ask, Fingers and Sunshine, how did you come up with that interesting name, and what is the story behind it? Go.
I went to follow the Grateful Dead with my friend Fred, who liked to call himself Sunshine. And we came back to Bloomington, Indiana, and I was playing this old guitar, and then after 2 or 3 hours of jamming along on it, my fingers started to get sore, like tender in the fingertips, And old Freddie would say, "Hey, Dave, why don't you play me a song?" I said, "Man, could you wait a little while, Freddie? My finger's a little bit sore." And after about a week of that, on and off, he says, "I ought to call you Fingers." So when Sunshine heard about that, he drew a picture and said, "Fingers and Sunshine," had a sun in the middle of it, and that was our name.
I like that story. You guys have some of the most enriching stories I've heard so far, and I'm excited for you guys. I'm just so tickled. I've known you guys for a year, and I've seen so much come out of y'all. You guys just rock, seriously. I mean, ever since I put out that piano cover, you guys have been such a big help in showing me how things work. So for that, I am forever grateful. And hearing this story, it's like it's got a little bit of humor to it, and I love that. So kudos to you for having a great sense of humor behind your name. Okay. So, 2 of you guys are brothers. What makes you guys stay together, and how do you keep it interesting?
Well, we've had several different percussionists. We've had several different bass players. Dave and I have always been close. Ever since I can remember, I remember sitting out beside the house when I was a kid. I was probably 2, 3 years old, and he had a tape recorder of Creedence Clearwater Revival's Cosmos Factory. And I remember singing along to it, "Ooby dooby, ooby dooby," and "doo doo doo," looking out my back door. And we've been close all of our lives. We shared a room together as kids. There's 6 years between us. But we remain close through all that. And we keep it interesting by actually having Larry, the percussionist here. He keeps it real interesting these days. He arranges our songs, helps us out with them. He's right on.
Teaches the bass player.
We learn a lot from Larry. For sure.
He's our grandmaster.
That's pretty awesome to know. All right, getting on to the next question. Hold on a second. Let's see. Okay. When did you get your first airplay, and where was it?
Well, there's 2 answers to that question. The first time that we were on the radio, it was our friend Fred, who was the original Sunshine, who has passed away since then. But we were in Nevada City. We were between stops on the Grateful Dead tour back in 1987. We did some traveling. I even wrote a book about that, and it's in the book. But we heard about a radio station in town while we were out getting tanked on coffee one afternoon. That they said that they would let people just off the street come in and play music. play the guitars.
Pay you $10 singing to a can.
Something like that. And we went there, and sure enough, they had us play. We played Cat Stevens' Where Do the Children Play? And we played I Know You Rider. And we also played our first original, which was called Fly Away.
Oh, wow.
And the second answer is, Ron, you want to take the second answer?
Dave's 30th birthday. I decided I was going to give him a present. And what I ended up doing was we had recorded at a place called Homegrown Studios, and I went and got a reel-to-reel and brought it up to the local radio station. And I asked them to play a song off of that for my brother for this program called the Hoosier Daily 3 that they had, I think it was every night. It was a
Monday through Friday.
WTTS out of Bloomington and Indianapolis,
92.3.
92.3, yeah. I think they called it Rock 92 or something back then. But anyway, right at 10 o'clock, we were all out at Dave's house celebrating his 30th birthday. We were a little bit altered, and I said, "Hey, everybody, stop. And we turned on the radio, and we heard us playing a song on the radio. And everybody was all freaked out. Oh, man, that was in August 30th, 2001, I believe.
Just a little while back.
That was our first airplane, Fingers in Sunshine.
The name of the song was the Thorazine Shuffle.
Gonna get mellow, real. Doing the Thorazine Shuffle.
They played 3-4 of our songs anyway for about 10 years, on and off on their program.
Yeah, they had a program called Over Easy on Sunday mornings that was hosted by a lady named Pam Thrash, who does DJ work and works for One World Enterprises in Bloomington, Indiana.
Does she?
Yeah. Yeah, she's a real nice lady, bubbly, pretty cool person.
Good to know. Okay, very good to know. So I'm going to play your song. Let's see. Okay, I got 2 songs here. Okay, so I'm going to take a little break, and we're going to play one of your songs. And what I want to know is, what's the story behind the song that I'm about to play? Hold on one second. The song I want to play first is called Sharing the Light. What does the song mean to you guys?
That song came out of a dream. I woke up and it just happened. It was a really strange dream, and then this riff started going through my head, and the words just flowed out of my pen. And it just came together, and it's kind of a dirge, because directly after that I had a really close friend of mine pass away, and so I kind of like, so it kind of like a requiem for my friend. It seems.
Okay.
Yeah, before they passed away, it was a very strange situation, but it's a very fitting song for this person's memory for sure.
Oh, wonderful. All right. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go ahead and play it right now. It's called Sharing the Light. So this is Fingers in Sunshine. I hope you enjoy the song. Here we go.
Broken head and a mouth to feet. Like you, I got nothing to eat. Always try to laugh, but sometimes I cry. A crazy world was brought to me. Axe on my back and weight on my feet. I know I can run, but I know I can't hide from the light, from inside. I can't deny the look in your eye. When we look to the sky, we know why. We are standing here at each other's side, sharing the light. Family beaten and battered down, scattered throughout the entire town. Sure was nice to know you while you were around. We always knew there would come a day when one of us would have to go away. See you in a different place in another time. I remember the light from inside. I couldn't deny the look in your eye. When we looked to the sky, we knew why. We were standing here at each other's sides, sharing the light. Floating petals on a summer lake, thinking of my life's mistakes. I breathe in the air of a warm afternoon. Then it's dusk and time to go home. Your number comes up on my phone. I know you're gonna tell me that it's late. You've run out of light. Come on inside. I can't wait to see the look in your eye. When we look to the sky, we know why. We are standing here at each other's sides, sharing the light. We are the light, sharing the light. We are the light.
this may possibly be the most outlandish thing I've said on my show, but I dearly hope to God that song goes to number 1 with a bullet.
Wow.
That's a crazy song, man.
Wow. Thank you.
Thank you. It's real fun to play that one, too.
Yeah, it's a vibe, that's for sure, man.
Yes, yes, that is my first reaction to that song. It is so powerful that I'll say it again. You know, this may be the most outlandish thing I've ever said on my show, but I will say it. I really hope to God that this song goes to number 1 with a bullet. Wow. Very cool. All right, so.
Thanks.
I'm feeling red over here, man. I'm embarrassed.
Seriously, it's one of the most powerful songs I've heard in a very, very long time. Very much so. So I'm going to ask this one to whoever wants to answer this one. Where do you guys see yourselves a year from now?
I would say somewhere somebody doing a sitcom about our lives. Or a cartoon.
Yeah, in a cartoon. Yeah. Ron's going to be in a cartoon.
Yeah, we're going to be animated. We're already animated.
I got to use that. Yeah. Amen to
Sponge
that.
Ron Brown.
Sponge Ron. There you go.
Okay. Yeah, awesome. I love that. I love that answer. Next question. Who are some of the famous musicians you've met on your journey?
Well, back in the early 90s, we were playing in front of the Bluebird in Bloomington, Indiana a lot. Ron and Fred and me. We were developing our own original songs, learning how to play lead guitar, and harmonize and having a good old time. And these two guys came out. Well, I don't know if they're inside. They came up to us and asked us if anyone had anything to smoke. And Fred took them and us to the back behind the Bluebird where they used to have a space and rolled one up. And we did it and we reintroduced each other. Said, I'm Ron, Fred, Dave. Said, my name's John and this is Lou. And we got through that and turned out it was John Prine and Lou Reed.
Choking on a number.
Okay.
Go figure that one. Illegal smile.
I love that. All right, so next question. This is a good one. So this is for both Chris and Larry. How did you get involved with these two wonderful siblings?
I was working with Dave's son, and he said, my dad's band needs a drummer. I says, I'll go over there and see if they like me and I like them. And I brought a snare drum, a hi-hat, and a bass drum, and we sat and played a bunch of songs together and decided that this is a good fit, and we kept it going. And then I started bringing more drums, more cymbals.
Yeah, wonderful. Yes, all right. Chris, same question.
Well, I've known Dave and Ron for quite some years. You know, I jammed a little bit through the years with you, Ron, off and on. I was caring for how I ended up in this band is I cared for my mother for 13 years plus, and she passed away last year, March 29th, and then they helped me move out of there, and one thing led to another. I moved in with an old music buddy from years ago I used to play music with, and they got to talk. I'm sure they would have asked before, you know, he did, but my roommate got to talking to them, and they asked, you know, hey, you know, think Chris would be interested in whatever. And,
playing the bass with us, he's a guitar player.
Yeah, I'm a metal lead guitar player.
So Larry's teaching me the bass, even though I know a little bit about bass, but he's teaching me the dynamics and how things really work with the bass. And I'm very excited, man. It's just awesome. Totally enthralled.
Yeah. So before I get to my next question, first of all, I just want to say my condolences for the loss of your mom, and I know what that's like to lose a parent. So my heart does go out to you there, and but also kudos to your friends. Yes, and kudos to your friends and for pulling together to help you move and to help you move forward. So that is wonderful to know. Now, absolutely. So my last question is there anyone that y'all would like to set a shout-out to? And the reason I left this last at the moment is because I do want to play your last song, okay? So he sent me The Weed is the Way, and I'm going to play that, and I'm going to ask you about that. But first of all, I just want to get the shout-outs done and out of the way first. Is there anyone y'all want to say a shout-out to and we get some love to on the air?
Marianne Hartman and Louis Espinosa from Rock Avenue Records USA. Ron Gehring, Jukebox. Laura Whalen from Bandemonium. Anybody else?
Our family, our friends, our fans, and anybody who's listening out there, we send our love and our good vibes and peace to all of you.
Wonderful. Same way here. I just want to say thank you guys for joining me on GPR for the Sunday night, and I really love your music. It's a lot of fun to listen to, and this one, Sharing the Light, is absolutely enchanting. So last but not least, I'm going to play The Weed is the Way, and is there a story behind this song?
Well, started when I was about 15 or so.
I was a poor young hippie.
There was starting a little bit of rumblings in the hippie community down in Bloomington about stuff, and there were some political things going on. So out popped about half of a song. I had like a verse and a half and a couple verses that weren't really working for me, and we performed it out live maybe 10 or 15 times 20 years ago. Then about 10 years ago or so, I came up with another verse. It's like, okay, that's pretty good. Then last year, the year before, I came up with the last verse, and we kind of even changed that a little bit. And it's like, okay, there, we have a whole song. Right now is a good time to put something like that out, we said. So we went ahead and put it on the album.
Yep, with the way things are changing, the views on cannabis and prohibition and all that, we thought it would be a good time to record the song and pass it around a little bit.
Well, when I first started making up the song, the only thing that they said it was good for was glaucoma and keeping you from being sick to your stomach if you're having chemo. Now it's like good for everything.
Yes. They're kidding. Oh, isn't that the truth? Wow. So this is The Weed is the Way, but before I get to playing it, I just want to say thank you all for listening in, and please check out Fingers and Sunshine on every musical platform from iTunes to Pandora to Spotify. They are everywhere, and please check them out on Rock Avenue Records as well on their website. Thank you all so much for calling in, and thank you all for listening in. And I'm so grateful to Ron Gehring, a.k.a. Jukebox, for bringing you guys on the show. And, of course, I'm going to continue GPR for the next few weeks. So please tune in for more shows. And we've got a heavy metal band next week. I think they're called Destined to Die. Very wonderful band from Finland. So please check that out. Thank you guys so much for calling in. And thank you guys for tuning in. So this is The Weed is the Way by Fingers and Sunshine. So this is the Gypsy Poet signing off saying adios for now.
Listen to the people, what they're trying to say. We should be legal in all 50 states. In the middle of the morning, I get to feeling that way. Take a break. it's over.